Greetings everyone. This is Fasheye Shango Bukumi again, and I'm here in Miami. Though I wish I was in Puerto Rico right now, but I am in Miami right now, and I wanted to do a quick video on negativity and how to protect yourself from negativity, which is a major concern right now in the world. And so I wanted to give you a couple of tips to be able to protect yourself from negativity. You know, when we're in the world, we're faced with so much negativity that often prevents us from moving forward in life. So I want to give you some tips and ways that we use to deal with negativity in the world. One of the first things, for those of you who are Orisa devotees, is that you must do your Oshe worship. When people come to me and have problems, oftentimes, one of the first things I ask them, if they're a devotee of Orisa, I ask them, do you do your Oshe? Do you do your Oshe? Because when we give Oshe, when we do Oshe to Orisa, whether your Orisa is, whoever your Orisa is, when you give kola nut and when you give offering to your Orisa, it is not solely for the Orisa. It is for you. It is for you. So I tell people that you have to do your Oshe for yourself. Don't worry, the Orisha is going to be mad at me if I don't do Oshe. It's not for the Orisha really. It's for you. When you give that kola nut and you get Ishegun, you know that you are handling that negativity in your life. And it may not be all negativity, but it's going to be some. Rest assured that when you get that Ishegun, that Orisa is going to be handling some of that negativity going on in your life. The more you do your Oshe, the better. You know, it's a lot about your own personal rituals. It's not all the time you have to go get reading and you have to do that, you have to do that. You have to do your own things. You have to handle things, try to handle things yourself before you can go out. It's like, you know, if you have plumbing issues, okay, my chair, it's going back a little. Like if you have plumbing issues in your house, you're going to try to fix it yourself first before you decide to call a plumber. The same thing. You should know how to handle certain situations yourself before you go for extra work. So Oshe is very, very, very important, right? Giving offering to your Orisa, right? It's for you, okay? Get out of this guilt tripping. If you miss your Oshe, the Orisha's going to be mad at you. No. You should be mad at yourself because you didn't utilize a resource that you have in order to handle the situation. And don't think that you can only do your Oshe on your worship day. You can give kola nut, obi to your Orisha every day. If I know that things are going on with me and I know that I have some challenges, I would say, I will be giving my Orisha every day. I don't wait to the Oshe day to do ritual to my Orisha. Okay? So Oshe is one of the first ways that you can deal with negativity in your life, okay? If you're a priest, it's okay, you know that's what you need to do. But even if you are not a priest, but you have Orisa, you do your Oshe. Learn from the person who gave you your Orisha how to do Oshe, okay? Learn from elders how to do Oshe. Oshe is one of our most prized possessions and weapons against negativity. So that's one of the first things, how we deal with negativity. Another way is your acknowledgement and awareness of the negativity, okay? Oftentimes we are walking around naive to what's going on. Oftentimes negativity is not apparent. It can be subtle and it's patterns. So you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention when things are just off. You know, you pay attention, you look. You know, oftentimes I'll send posts about, you know, awareness, about the spiritual quality of awareness that we must have. Yes, it's important that we have awareness. And you have to be able to see, open your eyes and see when things are not right, okay? Because the benefit of that is that when you see something is not right, you will not walk into it. If you see that this room has negativity in it, I'm not going to go in that room. But if we are not aware, if we're not paying attention, we're going to walk into the negative situation. So acknowledgement and awareness is very important in preventing you to get in negative situations in the first place. So it's very, very, very important to be aware. That's one of the importance of divination, right? When we go get divination, sometimes the spirit will tell us some negativity that is on the horizon to look out for. So it's important that you can do it yourself. You don't always have to go to reading to do that. Pay attention. Sometimes you are getting dreams. Some of you get dreams a lot. Sometimes you're getting signs. But what we do oftentimes is that we avoid the signs, and that's when we have to go to divination. Sometimes you will even get a message from a stranger. You know, when you get in a message from a stranger, you're really not paying attention. When a stranger on a bus stop is telling you, you need to be careful, that means you really know you're not being careful. When you have a stranger telling you something, that means that your own people, you're not listening. So you have to be aware, pay attention, okay? That's one of the first defenses of negativity. Just be attention so you don't get into the negativity in the first place, okay? Try to see, right? As a Shango, one of the things, right? We're masters of conflict and strategy. One of the things that maybe it's because my Orisa is Shango, I always try to see how things are going to, I see a couple of steps ahead from where we are. So if I'm dealing with someone, I kind of see a couple of steps ahead. You should be able to see a couple of steps ahead of where you are. You're able to see how these things may unfold and prepare yourself. So it's very, very important. Another way is your mind. So this is the third way to deal with negativity. Don't allow negativity to be comfortable in your head. What do I mean by that? I mean, there's different ways that you can react to a situation. You can let negativity, be a part of your body, right? By being plagued with it, thinking about it, worrying about it. Worry is a big issue as well. You don't worry. And that's one of the other reasons why Oshe, doing your worship for Orisha, is important. Because sometimes when you get certain patterns such as Iwa, not Iwa, when you get Okan, Kinfo Kambale, Mofi Kanya, and when we get that, that's Orisha telling you, don't worry, depending on the pattern that comes. And what more assurance do you need than the Orisha who sees more than we can see, that tell you, don't worry. Once you get that message, don't worry, you don't worry. Even though there may be negative all around you, you don't worry, because your mind, your Ori, can attract more negativity by your state of consciousness. So what I would say is, if you know that you are being plagued by some type of negativity, do the work in order to resist. But don't worry. Don't worry. People have sent many things to me. They have sent me much juju to me. Don't worry. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. And I don't walk around like I can't get caught, because anybody can get caught. However, I know that I do what I need to do. I know that at my mind, I try to have good mind. I try to have good positive thoughts. Know that, what the enemy is really trying to do, negativity is really trying to do, is trying to prevent you from moving forward. So you have to continue to move forward. If you know somebody is trying to break up you and your mates, you need to get closer together. If you know somebody is trying to stop you from being successful, then you need to work extra hard to be successful. But people give up, right? It's like if you have somebody come into your house, a stranger, would you allow that stranger just come into your house? No, you're going to be like, who are you, mother effer? You're going to confront that person. But we allow negativity to come into our life. We don't challenge it. We just accept it. I'm negative. I'm feeling negative. No, you're not feeling negative. Resist it. Don't claim it. Push it away. Acknowledge that it's there. But then what are you going to do with it? Which gets me to the next thing that you can do. Baths. Very, very important. Yes, we do baths. We do spiritual baths. Learn about baths. There are books. There are elders. This stuff is not complicated. Okay? I'm going to do a workshop on that in a couple of weeks maybe. But this is information that you can get. Okay? Use herbs. There are herbs. We use things that are accessible to people. Oftentimes I recommend things that people can get in their kitchen. Basil is important. You can use basil. Okay? It may not kill everything, but it can help in a lot of ways. Rosemary, ruda, Sawedek Pekpe. The list goes on. There's many things that you can be doing. When you feel, there's some negativity coming, what are you doing? Are you taking some baths? You don't need anybody to tell you to take a bath. You need to know that once something is happening, when you start feeling, maybe the things are not right, you need to do something. Do something. Take matters into your own hand. It's only when you do all of these things that I'm going to tell you. And if you still have the problem, then you will go to a diviner or someone, or go to your elder, or go to whoever who can help you. But you should be able to handle some of these things on your own. So, herbal, spiritual baths are very, very important. Lukumi, they have different herbs. Traditional, we have different herbs. Prodigiosa, Abamoda, Sawe de Pepe, Quinta Maldición, Rompes Aragüe, Verdaloga, Senlo. I mean, the list goes on, and depending on what type of negativity will determine the type of herb that you will use. But there's many, many, many herbs that you can use for yourself, okay? Lemon, believe it or not, is a very good bath. Lemon bath, just by itself. Lemon has the energetic ability to be able to transfer things, right? And kill certain types of negativity. So lemon is also very, very important. I have some people that carry lemon in their pocket. And we do all these crazy things, but we know why we do it. Okay, so that incense, you can use incense as well to clean your house and your space of negativity. Copal, sage is used by a lot, but sage is not going to get everything. Copal is important, and then in Nigeria we use a lot of the incense that we use in Nigeria. Many of them don't smell good. They smell very pungent, but those are important as well. So it's different things that you can use incense. But the point of the matter is, utilize various resources to deal with the negativity, and a combination of external things as well as internal things, right? So mind, body, therapies, as well as external things that you're going to use, okay? So that's that. Then you have traditional methods that we use as well, such as bere. Bere is medicinal incisions that we use. Even, I have some that I give to clients. If you need that, you can call me, or you can call whoever it is that you have and you're working with. But any good priest is going to have access of things like bere, which is medicinal, what we call traditional immunization. When you get those type of medicine on your body, it will immunize you for a point. Okay, everything is not total cover everything, but it will give you a certain amount of protection. Okay, sometimes you get the incisions on your head, sometimes you get them on different parts of your body, but they're medicinal incisions and powder, what we call etu. We put the powder, right, of medicine. It can be etu, it can be something else, but you put that on the incisions, and you have to let it sit for a couple of days. You can't bathe that part of your body for like 3 days, because you have to let the medicine go into your bloodstream. Which gets me into and then we have the next thing, which is your diet. Very, very important. People don't connect diet with negativity, but it is important. So when you feel that you are plagued with negativity, you have to also know that there are foods and dietary things that you can do in order to strengthen your spirit. Okay? In the Ifa tradition, okay, our spirit is called Emi, and our breath is called Emi. They're two different things, but the Emi lives, our spirit lives, part of its essence resides in the breath, and also in Eje, the blood, which is why the blood is so important in our tradition, and we give offering and sacrifice and things like that. Blood is the life force of the body. So my point is, when you feel that you are plagued with negativity, the concept of medicine is important, and diet is important. You should be taking blood cleansers. Yes, blood cleansers. Many of the medicine that we take in Yoruba land, right, are bitter, and they work on our blood. So you should be taking blood cleansers. There are many types of blood cleansers that you can be taking. Some of the blood cleansers you can be taking in the States here: burdock root, red clover, hawthorn berry. Okay, those are just 3. You can take those 3 and you're good. You take some of those and you do that, because part of the spirit resides in the blood. And when negativity enters your body, oftentimes it enters through the blood, spiritually. Okay, so these are things that you can help you. Okay, so don't just think, oh, I gotta take a bath or I gotta do this. You can be doing things on mind, body, and soul basis. Okay, so that's another thing. Another thing is charms, protection charms. Okay, we have a whole arsenal of protection charms that we use in Yoruba land. Our wall, which is a protection charm, which is very powerful. Asheta, okay, which is another one that sends negativity back to the sender. We have a host of that you can use. So, um, be very careful on who you get your medicine from. Just make sure that person is reliable, reputable, and trustworthy. Because, to be very honest, unfortunately, it's a very sick world, and sometimes people will give you medicine to um, manipulate you in ways that you are not aware of, right? Either make you continue to be their client or whatever the case may be. So you just have to be careful who you get your medicine from. Make sure it's a person who's trustworthy. Um, how we engage